Fair use. Grief, one day at a time. 365 Meditations to Help You Heal After Loss by Alan D. Wolfett, PhD. September 16th. There is a land of the living and a land of the dead, and the bridge is the love, the only survival, the only meaning. Thornton Wilder. We live in this world. Our special people who have died live in that other world. We are separated from them, and the separation is painful beyond measure. But there's a bridge from our world to theirs. It's called love. We still love them, and our undying love connects us to them and their love for us. It is also everlasting, and if we work to tune into it, we can still feel it flowing from that world back to us. I am so grateful for the bridge. The meditation reads, Love is the only survival. It is the only meaning. I choose love. September 17th. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. Margaret Shepherd. Now and then in grief we reach a chasm. It is like the yawning Grand Canyon stands between us and the path we know leads to healing. If we stay where we are, we'll be stuck forever, but it seems impossible to move forward too. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to leap. We're supposed to take by the hand the scariest, wildest idea we have about regaining momentum in our grief and jump. It takes a leap of faith sometimes to get unstuck, hurdle an impasse, or get to the other side of what seems like an incrossable canyon. 1, 2, 3, jump. The meditation reads, Sometimes my only available transportation might be a leap of faith. September 18th. When the rhythms of our body-mind are in sync with nature's rhythms, when we are living in harmony with life, we are living in the state of grace. To live in grace is to experience that state of consciousness where things flow effortlessly and our desires are easily fulfilled. Grace is magical, synchronistic, coincidental, joyful. It's that good luck factor. But to live in grace, we have to allow nature's intelligence to flow through us without interfering. A quote from Deepak Chopra. Our grief is part of nature's intelligence. We are born knowing how to love and also how to grieve. We mourn instinctually, although our contemporary Western culture's denial of death and pain can make us doubt the naturalness of our grief and mourning. When we embrace our grief and mourn openly and naturally, we are opening ourselves to grace. Instead of fighting with and hampering ourselves, we welcome ourselves. We live in tender honesty, and grace comes flowing in. The meditation reads, I trust in the naturalness of grief and mourning. The more I embrace and express my grief, the more I open myself to grace. September 19th. Lord, have mercy because I am in misery. My eyes are weak from so much crying, and my whole being is tired from grief. Psalm 31:9. Mercy is compassion shown towards someone you have the power to harm. In other words, mercy is when people who could hurt us treat us with kindness instead. We are tired and hurting. We need mercy, not only from God, but from our fellow human beings. We need our bosses to lighten our workloads and allow us time to grieve and mourn. We need our neighbors to smile and lend a helping hand. We need our friends not to judge and to be patient. We need our family members to allow us to grieve and mourn in our own unique ways. We need mercy. The meditation reads, "Here is the message, silent or spoken, I will send out to others today. Have mercy, because I am in misery." September 20th. My desire to live is as intense as ever, and though my heart is broken, hearts are made to be broken. That is why God sends sorrow into the world. To me, suffering seems now a sacramental thing that makes whom it touches holy. A quote from Oscar Wilde. If we believe in God or a higher power, we may well be asking ourselves, why? Why did God allow this person to die? Why now? Why in this way? Asking such why questions is normal and necessary in grief. Does God send sorrow into the world for a reason? Many of the great philosophers and spiritual thinkers have weighed in on this question. In the quote for today, Oscar Wilde says that hearts are made to be broken. I guess I would have to agree because I believe that hearts are made to love, and being broken is the unavoidable corollary. If love is holy, then grief too is holy. Both are sacramental, transformative experiences. The meditation reads, "My heart loved, so now it is broken. My love and my grief are the very essence of life." September 21st. To be interested in the changing seasons is a happier state of mind than to be hopelessly in love with spring. A quote from George Santayana. Fall is upon us. Once again, the seasons are changing. Time marches ever forward. I love fall, so I generally look forward to September. But today, Mr. Santayana has me considering that maybe I should work on cultivating an appreciation for the ever-changing nature of life. Death is change. For those left behind, it's a hard change, but it's inevitable and sometimes expected. Grieving is our process of learning to live with the change, to embrace our new normal. We were hopelessly in love with the people who died, yet, like spring, they came, then they left. Can we learn to be interested in what we are experiencing now? We are trying. The meditation reads, I am working on being interested in the now of life. I am working on embracing change. September 22nd. Art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same time. A quote from Thomas Martin. Making art when we're in grief can be a powerful way to mourn. When we sketch, paint, take photos, assemble a collage, write a poem or song, craft, make a mini movie, or participate in any kind of artistic endeavor, we can channel our thoughts and feelings about our loss into our art. If you like to be creative, try making something that expresses what's inside you. If you don't normally like creating art or believe you're not good at it, give it a go anyway. Pair up with someone you know who has the materials and interest and ask her to help you get started. Of course, viewing art can also be cathartic. Consider reading a book, visiting an art gallery, or seeing a film with themes of love and loss. Whether we make or appreciate art, we may at once lose ourselves in the experience and find a new bit of understanding or peace. The meditation reads, to engage with my grief, I will make or appreciate a piece of art today. Please share, subscribe, like, and remember that you are not alone.